Week 13, we are here.
13.
It is playoff time. The push, the crunch, the grind.
Our champions
It's all
are
come to
found.
this.
Are
Yes.
found.
Yes, absolutely. There we are. Welcome to your commission show. It's not weekly anymore. I apologize for that. But hey, it's what it is. So,
Life happens.
yeah, it does. I want to start off by saying congratulations to all our division winners. It's pretty much set up. Just so you guys remember, it is $50 per division win. So, Chundis, way to go, buddy. Uncle Rico, way to
Kiss
go.
my ass. Is what he meant to say.
And Juani, you did it, buddy. You did it. You beat that division, that smelly division of yours. So, yeah, congratulations to our division winners. The points winner for the year is still up for grabs between this guy and Uncle Rico.
Not gonna have Rico.
It's a close battle there. So, yeah, I think it's 40 points. Is that right? 40 points?
It's about 40 points, so
That separates the two.
it's coming down to the wire.
He's got the edge, so watch for that if you guys are interested. Otherwise, checks in the mail, people. All right, let's get to last week's winners.
Yeah.
I will say.
Before he does that, let me tell you, there were some games last week that were, the game between MP and yourself.
No,
right?
MP and Super South.
Super South.
That
was
came down.
a tight game.
That was
a
a
tight
came down to
game.
that Denver game.
And the Lander. The Lander tried to come out, rear his ugly teeth. I wasn't having it. No more Lander. I'm done.
Uncle Rico, you just pull points out of thin air. You just grab and just points just come to your hand. Just beautiful, like
Hey,
your Cowboys.
When you're rolling good, you're rolling good.
It is. It was. So yeah,
Cliff is coming.
Deputy, congratulations. Uncle Rico, congratulations. Hotel, Odell, MP, buddy, you and I this week. Congratulations for last week though. Juan, you're there. You're getting it done. You're getting it done, pal. And 99, you may not wear the skirt this year. It's
You will. You will.
We'll see.
One way or the other.
We'll see. That's the other topic of conversation here. Besides our
Dress wearing time.
divisional winners is dress wearing Sacco guys. It's really there is quite a few of you that are in the mix. If the perfect scenario happens, there's going to be between 5 people that would be in the mix there.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay, you're maybe one of them, buddy. So you better win.
Not out of
pal.
it yet there, champ.
Doggies, once again, you got to win, or else you're going to be. And this guy's not going to have it. So, otherwise, the 3-win teams that would be 99,
Mm-hmm.
the Turkish Curlies, and
Super.
the Super,
The Superist.
the Super.
The Super Trader. Like trading.
So you guys, you better get it in gear. Get it in gear here, pals, or else you're wearing a skirt. I will wear my skirt. So shut up, everybody. And Turkey's gonna wear his skirt. Hopefully, it's not a double skirt.
Skirt
and
and
heels?
makeup and heels and hair. We might get a wig.
A wig. There might be a wig involved here. So
And we might go take you out to 17 South, and state, and have you go strut.
how do you know where it is?
I've heard. Good stories.
Having said that, there's still a reason to win this week. There still is a reason to win. So you guys get your starts in, get your matchups going, get your stuff done. I know you don't want to be last. I know you don't, because there's still years to come, and there's still the keeper aspect of and the 3-year tally of our wins. So
Yep.
it's important. It's important to get these wins.
Yep. One more out there. It's the final week. It is. It's been a great year, I would say.
Yeah.
One of the best years we've had as far as interaction. Wow, that's an A+.
It's
Interaction.
I will say, Rico, you have made this league just phenomenal, and you have brought everyone together and torn us apart all at the same time.
And we have the greatest division in the history of the world, which I thought was last year, but now it's this year. between me and Lander and Rico, and of course, as always, Doggies is always the bottom feeder at the end of the division. Doggies, there's a little shot.
Doggies,
And on that note,
I feel bad for you because you got a good team. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get down to our weekly breakdown of the matchups this week, I guess. Unless you have anything further to add.
no, I think let's dive straight into it. It was an awesome Thursday night of gamesmanship here. Kev, wouldn't you agree? Are you there? Kev, you watching this? For you.
Man, that was brutal, man. That was brutal. But yeah, let's start with our game of the week. I will say that of the games that are impactful for the playoff seeding here, the biggest one would be between myself and the old MP. So our game of the week. Let's start off. Roethlisberger versus the Giants, who are pretty stout at the pass defense there. Who knows if that's skewed because people like to run on them. But having said that, and Eli at Pitt. So this is it's a good matchup here.
Yeah.
I will say that Pittsburgh's defense is weak, but on the road, Eli, tends to be wishy-washy. Big Ben and Antonio Brown and Le'Veon are a formidable trio. I just kind of like that. Plus the fact that Big Ben is got that playoff push and winning that division in his mind. So I like Big Ben to take the breaker on that one.
I agree. I think Eli Manning's essentially a top 15 quarterback at this point in time. I mean, you know what you're going to get out of him. It's going to be Odell. It's going to be a couple touchdowns. Ben has the chance to do things on a 30-point, 50-point type capability, and that's just the ceiling he has. So I think at the end of the day, it boils down to Ben.
Running back position here, you got old MP with Ingram, who is a little bit banged up a little bit, but I think he's good to go. And Terrence West, who, I don't know, there's not a real clear-cut set running back there in old Baltimore, so that's kind of up in the air. Whereas the old commish, Shady, yeah, he is good. That guy is really good. And Jeremy Hill, who is benefiting from Gio going down last week. I'm not condoning anything. I'm just saying that's the case. And having that in play, I would say that Old Commish may have the check mark on this category. Wouldn't you say?
I would say. Well, I think you do have with McCoy and.
Between the two, I would say.
Well, I would agree, yeah, but I'm going to tell you, you got to watch out for what the Saints are doing right now with Mark Ingram, and the only downside to it is that
he's banged up.
He's banged up, and it's two-headed monster, so there's going to be less opportunities for him than there will be for someone like Shady. But overall, I think that running back is so weird, and you can see I'm not a huge believer in Jeremy Hill, to be honest. I think
he's going to get it by default.
Well, and I think they're going to throw a lot, and that's what they're going to do, and that's just how they're going to play, and. I think at the end of the day, it could boil down to you, but I don't expect much from really either side besides Shady. And that's really the thing that pushes over the edge for me.
So, all right. Here we go. We got wide receivers. We got Odell and Fitz, who I love very much. I will say it again. I love Fitz. God, I love that guy. Versus Kelvin and Steve Smith. Looks like I'll give you the check mark on this old MP. It's hard to say what Fitz can do and can't do with stupid Carson Palmer back there. That offense something's wrong with that offense.
He's going the way of Peyton Manning.
It's
retirement.
It's looking like he may be falling off, but the old man is not going to let that die. And I do like Fitz. Odell is special. So overall, we're talking Kelvin and the old man Steve Smith. Yeah, you get the check mark all day on that category. Would you agree?
I'd agree, yeah. Odell sets it off on that side. You got the double up now with him and Eli. So you will be able to double on every one of those touchdowns that do happen to Odell if he gets two of them. Obviously, Fitz is Fitz, and I think, at the end of the day, Steve Smith is the one I really like the most off of your roster. I don't really think that. I think the Panthers are done,
which kind of sucks. But
right,
it's
the thing with the Panthers. They're going to be throwing a lot, if they're playing from behind, and they could be just playing from behind that entire game in Seattle. Which, if you have bad Cam, TJ know what that's
and Calvin's banged up, by the way.
Right,
too.
yeah.
Okay, let's move to the tight end position here. We got speaking of old men, you've got a couple of them on your team, apparently.
Your team was good like 6 years ago. Like, way good.
Gates at Tampa Bay, at home versus Tampa Bay. And Kyle Rudolph, who played tonight and got me 7.5, about right where he should be, maybe a little less than I expected, but I think Gates is going to be probably good for a touchdown and maybe 40, 50 yards, so about 14, 15 points, I would say. So
yeah.
I guess you get the check mark on this, buddy.
Well, it could boil down to how that game goes in against Tampa Bay, and if they turn around and hand the ball off.
That defensive front is pretty good.
It is a good defensive front. I do agree. I think Antonio has the upside to get the touchdown now that we know that Rudolph didn't get the touchdown tonight, so I would give the leg up.
I guess you get the check mark on that one
too. It boils down to a touchdown, though.
Yep. That flex, it could be up and down. I don't know. It could be Sproles for me. I'm not sure.
He is going with her Tyreek Hill.
Versus Tyreek Hill, I don't know. I think that was a one-hit wonder for old Hill. I don't think he's going to get anything close to what he got last week. Having said that, Jerry Maclin may be down again another week. So he will at least get some catches, possibly a touchdown. I don't know. They don't like to throw the wide receivers there in KC, right?
No, they don't like to throw the wide receivers. I think the biggest advantage that he has there with that is that he could have the possibility of breaking a touchdown every time he touches the ball. That means punt returns, kick returns are going to be a factor, and I think that's where his touchdown comes from, is being able to. I mean, that guy is electric off the edge. If he can turn an edge on you, he could be gone.
We talked about this earlier. I think high ceiling versus high floor guys.
True, yeah.
And Tyreek, high ceiling. I think Sproles will get his touches, so he's a higher floor guy. So I'm always the safe guy. I'm going with the higher floor. I'm going to give myself the check mark in this one. All third-person commish.
I'd second that, too.
Defenses, I may stick with Buffalo. I'm not sure. There's not very many streaming options out there, so I'm going to give it to MP on this one, the KC defense, although Atlanta is a scoring monster, and it is in Atlanta too, so that's going to be tough, man. That's going to be one tough cookie.
Yeah, I don't think KC's pass defense is really that great. I mean, obviously you saw what Trevor Siemian did last week, so
that's almost a wash.
I think right,
almost a wash.
It's again, here's the deal, and I see what you're doing here, MP. Can Tyreek Hill take a kickback, and you can double up on both of those?
That's a
14-point swing right there.
I'll give you the check mark, but it's almost a wash right there. Venturi versus Dan Bailey. Venturi at the Jets on a Monday night. Bailey didn't get very much from me tonight. 5 points. I guess I'm just gonna go Venturi. So I'm gonna give him the check mark just because it's tough. It's tough to gauge kickers. I guess Indy will be. They should score. I mean, they should score points. So he should probably get his 5 to 8 points there. So I would say,
I think it would match up.
It's a slim margin. So You know what? You got most of the check marks here, MP. I got the horses, but you got most of the check marks here. So.
I think it's going to be close though. It's going to come down to a couple. Yeah, it's going to be a couple plays, a couple different scores that we're not really seeing right now. Because that's the way it works. That's the way this shit goes.
You know what? Commish's official pick here is the Commish. I'm taking third-person Commish here, so kiss my ass, MP. Let's move along.
Because it's playoff time.
It is playoff time. Let's do the old clip notes for what's going on with the other games. Curly's versus Juan.
Juan.
Juan, I love Dez. And you are getting him at the right time because, oh my goodness, I am sorry for your Gronk loss, buddy. I'd say Juan's got this one. His matchups are pretty good.
It's all right, Juan. What you can do is you can go ahead and trade Dez Bryant to Rico for Martellus Bennett because that'll be the trade offer he's going to send you.
I'm taking Juan for the reverse psychology pick. 99 at Cons. Connies, you cannot lose this one, pal. You could be wearing a dress. Yeah. You went from how the mighty have fallen. I'm looking at Tom here playing against LA. Krabby. Let's see for Kev. Honestly, I don't see why Kevin should win this one. I'm not too sold on.
Well, we haven't seen the trade from them yet that will actually, redo everything's on the roster. So that'll be coming through here pretty soon, and that'll, end up being
An old Sammy Watkins for you, Cons, is
Yeah.
a big factor there. So let's see what happens there. Ugh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't
really care.
99 for the pick. The Super is Sal, Mr. Tradeaway, everything, versus the Chenda.
Wholesale.
Chenda, did you like that butt whooping I gave you last week? That's right, pal. Love ya. Looking at this, I don't see any reason why Chenda shouldn't just win. He's looking good on every front.
Yeah.
You should solidify that number 2 seed. You lose, and you could possibly be bumped down to that 3. So you better step it up, pal. You better step it up, Chenda.
I'd agree with that.
But I got Chenda for the pick. So
Yeah.
what do we got here?
Oh.
Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico. You have got to pull this one off for me. All mules. He's not going to land another playoff.
Lander.
He's not going to land another playoff freaking spot. Because it's just not going to happen. And based on his points from tonight, it is looking paltry. It's looking ugly. So, G, if you're... oh, sorry. No, never mind. Yeah, I gotta believe that Uncle Rico should win here. Rogers is a little banged up, but Le'Veon, Edelman's gonna benefit from no Gronk. I don't know. And he still has old G. You have Delaney Walker, and just so you know, another tip for you, like I did a couple years ago when I told you. Anyways, we don't need to go into that. Right?
Don't go there.
I could hear Juan getting riled up right now. Uncle Rico, you should win this walking away, pal. So don't disappoint, pal. Don't disappoint. Okay, and then last but not least, doggies. The doggies at the deputy.
Yeah.
Boy, that Ezekiel Elliott for 17 points.
Oh, that was big.
It was nice,
That was
but boy, it didn't get exactly what he expected there.
It was Thursday football, that's for sure.
Oh man, what a smelly game, right?
I know.
Ooh, jeez. Antonio Brown should get his. Drew, boy, you just gotta hope that Detroit shut him down.
Yeah.
I mean, their defense is decent.
Well,
so.
I think Drew Brees will do his thing. He's going to go for 2 or 3 touchdowns. It's just a matter of
Watch out for that.
not going into 5.
Watch out for that Kaepernick Vance McDonald connection. It is shaping up to be one impressive connection there. So
Yep. Sleeper right there. That's my sleeper tight end.
In spite of your running back quandary here a little bit,
DeMarco
I don't believe in Rashard Jennings. Jonathan Stewart at Seattle, that's looking ugly. Boy,
Right.
I got to go with the deputy on this one. That's because I'm sitting right
Right
next to
here.
him, so kiss my ass.
That's right.
I can make all the choices I want. You guys had the chance to make a video,
And none of you fucking
didn't. And
None of you did.
So
So
shut up.
fuck you and your ass. How about that?
All right, so that's where we're at. No sponsor this week. I decided to keep it simple. No power rankings because I forgot the whiteboard. And you know what?
Y'all don't give a shit anyways.
We
y'all are just assholes. Every damn way. You seen the dirty pictures you send. It is just filthy.
We know who number 1 is though, and I will say, Rico, you are number 1, pal. You're number 1 in our hearts and number 1 in the power rankings.
I see you, Rico. Week 2 of the playoffs, baby.
All right. Anything else to address here? Oh, that's right. Money. We've got Juan. Yeah, Juan. We have who else? MP, and we've got doggies, and that's it. Is that right?
Yep.
So you 3 have not paid up. There's 3 of you, and one of them is Juan. Just so you know, Juan, your name has been thrown out there.
Come on, Juan.
So pay up, pal. It has been one hell of a season. It's been fun. I'm sorry I haven't made as many videos and write-ups as I've done in the past. It's been a little tough this year, I will admit. But I will try to be more on it here in the playoffs these next couple of weeks. So watch for more videos. I love you guys. Thanks a lot, and good luck, everyone.
And hope y'all lose.